What's up, Velocity Verdict? Today I was just passing by Edinburgh and I happened to stop by a Chevrolet dealership and I found the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV RST. So here's a review for you guys. I know it's in Edinburgh because I didn't find it elsewhere. So starting with the review, we have the blacked out Chevrolet logo up front with these connected light bar with the cool turn signal indicators. That's a cool animation. Even the Chevy logo lights up. The RST badge over here. These are your DRLs, your indicators. Your main headlamps are down here. And with the blacked out front end, that's a cool looking truck from the front. And for you guys, we do have a front camera as well. Now, moving on to the side, we have these massive blacked out ORVMs with the turn indicators. We do have a side camera, so this does come with a 360-degree camera coverage. Silverado badging and E is blue, that means it's the Silverado EV. Fixed side steps from the factory. We have these painted black fender flares with this massive alloy wheels whose tire profile is 275 by 50 R24. So we have 24-inch alloy wheels over on the front and at the back. And coming onto the wheels, we have the silver with the blacked out trim mix and a dual tone alloy wheels. And man, those give it a unique appearance to the truck. And with the side, it's just a basic truck with like body color door handles. But at the back, we do have a bumper side step to get up, the RST badge on the truck, these cool looking red turn indicators, and the LED tail lamps. And we have the Chevy bow tie over there at the back, button to open the tailgate, and we have the Silverado badging over there. And overall, that's a cool looking back end for a truck with the tow hitch down below and the side bumper step. And now let's go over its EV specs. So time looks like it didn't want to open at first. Yeah. So we do have a power opening frunk up front, and since it's an EV, there's no engine. We do have a frunk in the front, but this is powered by a 205 kilowatt hour battery pack that produces 754 horsepower and 785 pound-feet of torque, and it gets up to 440 miles of electric driving range. And you can even close the frunk with your key powerly. We are going to look at the key in a bit, but 754 horsepower, 785 pound-feet of torque, and 440 miles of electric driving range. What else do you need? I would like to give a huge shout out to Walker Bros Chevrolet in Edinburgh, Pennsylvania, who let me spend some time with the Silverado EV RST. I'll include a link down in the description below so you can check out what inventory they have currently. So, unfortunately, this variant, this one isn't for sale, but they still let me review it. So I believe they do have other trucks for sale. Before we move forward with this review, I just want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe, because I post unique content for you and I'll bring more videos for you guys in the future. So I had difficulties finding this Silverado EV RST. I had to come all the way to Edinburgh to film this for you. So I would appreciate if you guys subscribe, and I look forward to bring more good videos for you guys in the future. And guys, let me know down in the comments, what do you think about the looks of this Silverado EV RST? I think it looks pretty cool. This and the GMC Sierra EV are basically like reskin trucks, like, because both are owned by General Motors, so both are like the base is same, but the looks are quite different. And coming up in the back door, man, this is one heavy door. We do have some basic trim up here for truck stuff, but we do have soft touch down here. Wow, the contrast for the both red and blue stitching gives it sporty appearance. Chrome door handles, window controls, Bose sound system, cup holders to its space, fixed side steps, and we have these leather seats with cool that are perforated all down the center. The dual stitching over here. And you could pull the tab to set the seat like this. You do have some under seat storage, and I believe I need two hands for this, but let's get in for the leg room and stuff. Man, what do you call that? This is something unique back here. I'm actually impressed with the amount of leg room I have. A first class lounge over here, a storage pocket on the seats, storage pocket on that seat, cup holders up here, heated seats for the rear, and sporty looking AC vents with red stitching, storage space down there. These leather seats are super comfortable at the back, and we do have cup holders and an armrest even. This is no longer a truck, it's a truck lost in destiny. And moving on to the headroom. For the headroom, I have a decent amount of headroom. Thumbs up to Chevrolet for giving such a good amount of headroom at the back. And now let's move up front. Before we move to the front, I do have to show you the seats on the other end. This is the charge port if you guys are wondering. And man, even the tail lamps do animation. I didn't know that. With the blue light, you can see the charge port, and yeah, pretty basic charge port. This has an extendable bed, so this tab folds the seat like here, and pulling this, I need to set my phone down. So that's how you can fold the seats down. And this glass, once you fold that those two seats down in similar fashion, then this glass can you can unlatch the glass from here. This glass comes out, gets placed in here, and once everything is clear, you can open this mid gate and you can access the truck bed from in and extend your truck bed to up to like 10 or 11 feet. Stick around till after to see the truck space. I'm going to show that soon. To set it back up, that's the called a midgate. To set up back, it's easy. You just need one hand to put the seats back, but you need two hands to fold it. I don't know how does that work, but coming down in here, we do have nice trim, hard plastic with nice trim, soft touch over here. Look at the detail. RST badge, dual color stitchings, chrome door handles, lock and unlock function, memory seats, mirror controls, front two being automatic, power folding mirrors with this, and we do get blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. These are massive ORVMs and cup holder storage space. Moving on to the seats, we have these leather seats that are perforated all down the center. Love the sporty red and blue stitching. Our power adjustable controls over here with lumbar support. And coming inside, I see a lot of materials that are similar to like some of the other EVs, like the GMC Sierra EV. But once we close the door, this starts up automatically. Man, look at this red accent. This makes these AC vents cool. I have never seen such fancy AC vents. Our electronic parking brake is down here. We do have air suspension with the truck, and it can show you different modes for the ride height maximum. And we do have air suspension with this truck. Man, that's fancy. And we have lane centering assist, opening for the front, opening for the tailgate, our trailer brake controls over here. We have a fully digital gauge cluster, and with the steering wheel, this is the bar for the Super Cruise. Love the red sporty stitching on the steering wheel, and we have soft touch all around. Nice trim throughout the steering wheel, soft touch, red stitching, a bunch of practical controls like voice command, controls for the center stack, and heated steering wheel. The heated steering wheel button is on the steering wheel. That's awesome. With radio controls on the back, and this digital instrument cluster is you can kind of like modify it to see different bits of information with the map, so it's cool. As you can see different bits of information, it's customizable. And we have more practical controls over here like our adaptive cruise control and super cruise. This is our one pedal drive radio controls. We do have physical stop sway indicators and wipers, and we do have a column shifter over here to change our gears. This is a camera to make sure we don't fall asleep. Our light controls are built into the screen, so we have the drive and park feature, and you can only access the lights through the screen. There are no physical knobs for that. We do have heated and ventilated seats for both the driver as well as the passenger. We still have physical buttons down here like for our climate control and stuff, but our heated and ventilated seats are in the screen. And man, look at this one giant curved display about 17.7 inches in length. Now that's a massive screen. We do have rear steering with this as well, and we do have auto park assist with this. We do have auto park assist. Okay, auto park assist is unavailable right now, but we do have auto park assist feature with this. Fancy. We do have a heads up display over there on the distance. And man, look at this red trim across the AC vents. Definition of fancy. And then we do have a wireless charging pad down here, USB ports, cup holders, storage space, nice trim on the armrest. Love the Silverado EV first edition badge, blue and red stitching. And man, look at this center console. That's one massive deep size touch space center console. And we do even have a USB port over here. We do have a physical volume control knob over here as well. But we have one pedal driving in this as well, and we can scroll to see different things. And our headlamp controls are built into the screen. So now if you increase the air suspension, so you see a but this blue one would become green, and with the up arrow that means it's increasing. And this is to the entry and exit mode. To lower the air suspension, it says vehicle lowering and this. And we do have a sunscreen shade, mirror, light, kind of like the basic, but we do have a panoramic roof that's kind of fixed to the back, and our hazard lamps button is all the way up here on the top. That's fancy. And we have a camera rear view mirror. Ta-da! We do have a camera rear view mirror with this Silverado RSP overall. And now let's check out the quality for the backup camera with a column shifter. If we do like this, it's reverse. And yeah, sorry, this is a 2024 model, and I guess the person didn't clean his backup camera. But and I would say the resolution is okay since it's dirty, but otherwise it should be great. The resolution, and it does have a front camera, back camera, side camera. It does come with a 360-degree camera coverage, and the trajectory lines do turn with the steering wheel, so that's a good thing. Thumbs up to Chevrolet for giving a backup camera in which trajectory lines do turn with the steering wheel, and it's quite clear. I'm impressed with the quality of the backup camera. You can see it still has 226 miles of electric driving range, and it gets about like 440 miles of electric driving range total. Camera rear view mirror. And now let's check out the space in its tailgate. We can either access it from here, or I'm just going to use the key. Or before we move on to the tailgate, let me show you the key first. We have our lock and unlock function, remote start, opening for the tailgate, panic button, opening for the front, and a Chevy bow tie back here. And to open the tailgate, we just press this twice or press those buttons. And man, that's one massive tailgate. We have this tonneau cover on this for we do have outlets. We have outlets in the bed with bed lights. And man, that's one massive truck bed. Not open the tonneau cover at all, but we do have some bed lights built in, and there's a second button down here that you press. It opens the Multimatic Pro step gate for this, the same that you get in the GMC Sierra EV. And then you have a step paddle that makes it easier to get onto the bed. But it's just all like one motion to close up. That was one heavy tailgate. But yeah, if you want to access it from back here, you press this to open the tailgate, this for the Multimatic Pro tailgate. Now we are going to be looking at this rear wheel steering. So we can see the rear wheels turning with it. That makes the driving radius small, and it makes it easy for the curves and all. And otherwise, all the controls are built in. Now let's look at the rear wheel steering. It's not as prominent as some of the other vehicles like the Hummer EV and all, but it does move a little bit. And then we do have air suspension. I'm going to look at the air suspension. Let's set the ride height to increase. It should be increasing. It might be a slow graduation, so hard to see, but just for you guys. And that's its air suspension. It can still go a mode above. It's still increasing. There's a symbol that comes with increasing, and once that stops, it would stop increasing. Vehicle is lowering, and we do have a heads up. Okay. We do have some storage space over here, nice trim. Below it, AC vents, and I forgot to show you the glove box. And yeah, it's a decent size glove box, nice space in the glove box. So thumbs up for that. One thing I forgot to mention over the front, if I get out of the vehicle, we do have, you can see the panoramic roof now from afar. It's closed, it doesn't open, but it has a panoramic roof. If I move on to the hood on the front is kind of raised on either side, but it's a front underneath. And since it's a very huge truck, it has a 360-degree camera coverage because and auto park assist, because otherwise it's kind of difficult to park this truck. So yeah, now let's look at its window sticker. So since this is like a pre-owned truck, it doesn't have a window sticker on it, but I'm gonna tell you the price. It starts from roughly like $77,000, roughly like around the $75,000 mark for the base model, and fully loaded it can go up to $100,000. I'll try to get the exact price for this in you, and I might write it on top at the near the end of the video. So that's all. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think the fully loaded variant would be, this looks like the fully loaded variant because it has the camera rear view mirror and all. So do you think $100,000 is worth it for this truck, the Silverado EV RST? And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Which one would you pick? Would you pick this over the GMC Sierra EV or not? That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share it with as many people as possible. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.